fucking wolves.
Try not to get
No to zaczynamy. Jest Shepard, jest impreza. Widzę, że jakieś nowe Call of Duty. O, dzień dobry, dzień dobry. Osadniku! Gdzie pan tu poszedł do lasu? No bo to jakiś myśliwy, nie? Myśliwy Shepard.
Darkness, you piece of shit. I'm better than you. You hear me? I, king of the musket, me, the shadow of the woods. See that? Even dead, the bitch won't stop. How'd she do that? How'd she bend the wolf to her bidding? Don't get me wrong. I had him where I wanted him. You fight well. We could use you in the train band.
Red McCraith, Banisher.
Aye, I've seen you around. Theodore Shepherd, marksman out of Fort Jericho. Best in the business.
You seem haunted.
What was your first clue? By Flora Abbott, for you ask. The tar-faced cow.
Świadomy jest, świadomy. A Red oczywiście sobie żartuje z tym pogromcą, jak zwykle.
Flora Abbott. Who's that?
Captain's pet. Gave her a gun and all. She ran off. Must have died. Won't leave me alone now.
Why you?
Who knows how her kind think? They're naturally devious. You know that. She tried to kill me in my own cave. Well, that proves it. Slavery's a gift to 'em.
I beg your pardon.
steady. We have a ghost to take care of. We can rip this shitebag's throat out later.
Oj, to będzie dobre. Ty masz swoją jaskinię?
Maybe I can help. I know about ghosts. You mentioned a cave. Yours?
Aye. I used it as a hunting lodge. Or I did, till Abbott turned up. A ghost did anyway. She attacked me. Ran for me life. Had to leave some of my things behind. Be a mate and pick it up for me, eh?
Strach cię obleciał? A jak ty walczysz z duchami, chłopie?
I'll think about it. What sort of gear are we talking about?
A notebook, several wolf traps, worth little enough to you, worth a little more to me. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
I wonder what we'll learn at Teddy's cave.
No, dobry się zaczyna questik.
Farewell to you, mate.
Mate. To jak masz swoją jaskinię? Flora?
A ghost was listening. Flora Abbott, I'd say. She left traces.
What? Dobra. O.
Leave him to me.
Who's there?
You should have left him to me.
Flora Abbott. That you?
You should have left him to me.
To me? A czemu nie to me? Dobra, tu są jakieś rzeczy ciekawe. No i jest ślad, nie? Ja się tu wespnę. Się kręcę, dobra. Spróbujemy. Czyli tak, porozmawiaj z Florą, odzyskaj rzeczy Theodora. No to jest ta jaskinia już?
I know.
A niech mnie kule biją. Patrzcie, tu zostawiony jakiś przesmyk. To pogadamy z tą Florą. Ale zapowiada się dobrze. Flora i fauna.
Why save him? Him of all people.
You're Mistress Abbott, right?
I'm Red McCraith, Flora. This is Anthea Duarte. We're Banishers, and we're no friends of Theodore Shepherd.
You. The Banisher woman. We heard of you. When you arrived, I could scarce believe it. Someone like me come to save us. They all scoffed. I had hope. Such hope. But you didn't save us, did you? You only saved that bully bastard Shepherd. You'll not banish me. Not before I'm done with him. Hear me? Not before.
No ale co mieliśmy pomóc? Już my dopiero zaczynamy.
You were a hunter at Fort Jericho. But why were you living in New Eden in the first place?
I owned land here. I've long since stopped being an outsider. A person has to live somewhere.
Do you belong? I left home young. I haven't stopped moving since. I learned not to get too comfortable.
I am a New Englander, born on a farm not far from Boston. After my mother died, I came to New Eden and bought some land. Just a small plot, out by the edge of the woods. Pennington came by sometimes. We hunted together. When we fled, I went with him. I was part of the train band. Part of New Eden. Then the captain died, and I was part of it no longer.
We are not enemies, Flora. You can trust us.
Can I? You saved the life of a man who would spit on you.
Nie wiem tego, po prostu zaczęliśmy od uratowania chłopa, żeby z nim pogadać.
I died fighting the curse. I died to save you, all of you. I'm still fighting the curse.
What good is that to me now? Curse or no curse, Shepherd was still here, snapping at my throat.
No, Shepardem to my się zajmiemy. Spokojnie, pani Flora, no.
Why are you after Shepherd?
He made my life hell. I'll make his a quick death, for I am a better hunter than he. I'm better and he knew it. He could not stand it. Nor that I had the captain's trust. I, with my brown skin.
The weakest sex, the wrongest color, scapegoated when you fail.
Hated when you succeed.
No nie, no to jest możliwe.
Did he attack you physically?
Spitting, cold shouldering, daily little words of spite, sometimes in my face, sometimes to others. That was his way. He liked me at a distance. So he shot me from a distance. At the old watchtower east of here. Shepherd stalked me one last time before he shot and killed me.
I'm sorry.
One hateful crime followed another. The bastard stole my gun. It's in his cave. I want it.
No ale rzeźnia, jeśli to taka prawda, no ale to jest jedna strona medalu.
The cave where you tried to kill him?
Yes. Problem?
No. No problem.
Until there is a problem, of course.
We'll leave you now, Flora.
I trust you. I hope I'm not wrong.
Spokojnie, spokojnie. Akurat ubicie takiego Sheparda jest w naszych priorytetach. Także proszę się nie denerwować. Dobra, dawaj to. Unlimited power. Pożeracz alfa.
Can I join in too?
Super ekstra. No to też łupnie, nie? Ale tu spoko, czyli tamten niby zaczął. Był jakiś taki rasista. Co tu jest? Zbadaj wieżę strażniczą, a tu jest ta... Tu jest ta jaskinia jakby. Bo ciekawe, czy my tu przejdziemy. Tak, tu będzie ta wieża. Prawdopodobnie. Jup. Chociaż...
I see something. Hanging on the tree. A bag, I think.
Przepraszam bardzo, ale... Ja nie widzę. Na drzewie, tu. A ty nie zestrzelisz, nie? Jesteś ślepy. Jak kret. Trzeba najpierw uwolnić tą mgłę. Ja cię kręcę, to będzie tak daleko? Oj, tu nie wlecimy. Dobra, spróbujemy Próbujemy naokoło. Ale wejść możesz, co? Dobra, wejść możesz. Dobra, jest. Jest zły omen. Gdzieś tu. To wygląda ciekawie, ale myślę, że ta Flora jeszcze też coś tam ma za uszami nawet wcześniej. A nie dopiero jako duch. No ale zobaczymy, może nie. Może czysty rzeźnik. Czysty, nienawistny rzeźnik. Nie mógł znieść, że jest kobieta lepsza. No ale to jeszcze nie oceniamy, nie? Jeszcze nie wiadomo. Czyli tak, teraz muszę wrócić. Coś na tym drzewie wisiało, nie? To pan morderca. Nie ma serca. Poleci. Gdzie to był? Tutaj. A tam po drodze mamy ten worek, tak. Tam po drodze mamy jaskinię. Znajdź karabin. List od Pris. O, od Pris. Floro, powiem krótko. Kiedy kazałam ci zakopać topór wojenny z Shepardem, byłam zirytowana. Teraz rozumiem, że w moim pośpiechu, by wymusić posłuszeństwo i dyscyplinę w oddziale, byłam zbyt surowa. Miałam nadzieję, że to zrozumiesz. Chodzi tutaj o nasze życia. Piszę, aby błagać ci o powrót, aby okazać ci dobrą wolę, wysłałam Sheparda, aby dostarczył ten list. Byłabym zadowolona, gdybyś również podjęła kroki w kierunku pojednania. Jesteś najlepsza i potrzebujemy cię, Floro. Ja cię potrzebuję. Wierzę, że ty też nas potrzebujesz. Po odejściu Penningtona musimy odbudować naszą dyscyplinę i odnowić wzajemny szacunek. Wróć, proszę. Będziesz szanowana za to, kim jesteś. Najlepszym strzelcem w okolicy, którego umiejętności są teraz potrzebne bardziej niż kiedykolwiek. Dopilnuję tego. Skoro mamy to już ustalone, widzimy się za dzień lub dwa. Ale wiecie co? Czyli te nawiedzenia, które po fabule dostajemy.
Shepherd wouldn't have liked that.
He failed to turn Helen Priest against Flora. No, he won't have liked that.
Okej.
At least Helen Priest tried to make amends and asked her back.
Shepherd won't have liked that either.
Ale, czyli jakby Pennington został, to zadanie by inaczej wyglądało? To jest ciekawe, nie? Kurczę. Dobra, to teraz widzimy się... Widzimy się tutaj, muszę jakoś dotrzeć. To jest ta jaskinia. Dobra, spróbuję tu dotrzeć. Ale to dajcie znaka, jak u was Pennington przeżył, czy tak samo mieliście to zadanie później. Bo wydaje mi się, że nie. Że mogło się coś inaczej potoczyć.
Having lost her captain and only ally, she left the fort.
No tak.
Shepherd wanted to destroy her. She was right to leave. Pennington held Shepherd back. Without the captain, she was in danger.
No właśnie, ciekawe, nie? Jakby Pennington był, to wtedy by chyba nie uciekła. Może inne zadanie by było. Dobra, i tu mamy teraz już tą wieżę strażniczą. O.
Broken lock. Forced entry. There's an echo here.
Wywołaj. Spróbuj, Redzie. Rozkaz odwrotu. Epidemia w kopalniach. Wszyscy strażnicy otrzymują rozkaz powrotu do Fort Jericho. Natychmiast. Mości panowie. Porucznik. Jak mistrz, nie? Wreszcie normalnym językiem. Jak Wiedźmin.
What are you doing in my house? I'm sick of this. You wanted me gone. I left. I won't fight you.
Some reading for you, if read you can. Not to do with me. I'm just a messenger.
To ten list, nie?
Why?
She was cautious. Gave Shepherd no reason to shoot.
Hell of a gamble. She has brass. Ellen Priest asked her to keep the peace. Must have driven Shepherd crazy.
No.
This looks moth-eaten. No one slept here for a long time.
The tower had to be abandoned years before the curse.
Co my tu jeszcze mamy? Notatnik Flory, o! Kurczę, ale tutaj... Ale tutaj ustrzeliła.
She was a hell of a hunter. But Shepherd
No.
saw her as the prey.
Dobra, ale co my tu jeszcze mamy? Dziwne. Zbadaj wieżę. Jakaś jeszcze rzecz tutaj nas trzyma. A może tutaj na dole? No. To jest krew. Oby nie elfów.
There was a gun here. See where it lay? I'd quite like to find it.
Echo przy klifie. Karabin. Dobra. Czyli tak. Najpierw karabin potrzebuję.
Flora's blood, perhaps.
Tak jest. Czyli musimy do tej jaskini i tutaj wrócić. Mhm. Idziemy do jaskini. Do lwa, do lwa. I potem sobie tym karabinem wywołamy. Będzie troszkę więcej wiadomo. No ale fajna jest ta historyjka. Tylko gdzie ten karabin? Gdzie to oni się tu bili? O, nie będzie tak lekko, co? Nie będzie tak lekko. Trzeba poszukać, bo tam jeszcze widzę, że na górę jest przejście. Widzisz coś, Anteo? A i tu już jest wyjście. Tak, tu jest wyjście, czyli zdecydowanie na górze. Dobra, spróbuję poszukać tego karabinu.
Theodore Shepherd's happy little home.
Mhm. Czyli tak, tu jest i ognicho. Tak. I spluwa.
Flora's rifle, I'll wager.
Rifle. Przedmiot wiążący ducha Flory, jej karabin skradziony przez Theodora. To ładnie. To ładnie. I tu gdzieś jeszcze musi być właśnie ognicho. Dobra, odbiły się. Czyli tak, odzyskaj rzeczy. Co on jeszcze tu ma za rzeczy? Tym już chyba nic.
If you need a breather, we can do it here.
Okej, rozpalimy. Ja tam mam jeszcze dużo punkcików do wydania, ale to mniejsza, bo teraz to i tak praktycznie nie ma walki w tych nawiedzeniach. Przed finałem sobie ogarniemy. Jeszcze trochę esencji będzie, nie? Natomiast które rzeczy są dla niego?
I never could get the hang of smoking. I hear it's very good for you.
No i dobrze słyszałeś, mega. Tu jest. Notes Theodora. Jeden cietrzew? Preriowy? Dzisiaj puste sidła. Podkradła moją zwierzynę. A? Oni się tu bili o zwierzynę. Ona jest niebezpieczna. Złożyłem petycję do Penningtona, żeby zabrał jej broń. Jeśli on tego nie zrobi, to ja to zrobię. Biją się o miano najlepszego. No i o przeżycie w sumie.
What a lovely man.
Nie.
Lovely's one word for him. I can think of others.
Soldier, hunter, the best of the best, knocked off his perch by an upstart.
You sound almost sympathetic.
Not in the least.
No tak, on po prostu... Czyli na razie z serii on nie może znieść, że jest lepsza łowczyni, ale czy coś jeszcze? No zobaczymy. Czyli teraz musimy wrócić tutaj do wieży i wywołać licho ze studni. Dobra. Mamy wszystko. Rytuał. Dziady. Część 3. Red McCray.
Here and
Morderca.
now, I lift the curtain.
No i teraz ciekawe.
To hell with you, Shepherd, you bully bastard and dog!
He hunted her down like an animal.
Jaka rzeźnia.
I know. Try not to get involved, but
Flora wanted freedom. Shepherd robbed her of it.
Ej, serio? I nie ma nic więcej? Jakby... To jest całość historii? Tylko ciekawe, jak ja mam tutaj przejść. No tutaj by trzeba, nie? Zbadaj upadek Flory. I chłop normalnie ją zastrzelił. Dobra, muszę się jakoś tam dostać. Chyba tam, dobra. Ale jeśli nie ma trzeciego dna, to nie wiem. To nie wiem, co z tym Teodorem. Znaczy, my już i tak znamy wyrok, ale... Czy zasłużył? To będzie pytanie. To będzie pytanie, bo tu jest krew.
no sign of her body. Maybe someone pushed it in the river.
Could be miles downstream by now.
Serio? Musimy tak nisko zejść? Ale jaja. No to jesteśmy myśliwymi. Przez chwilę. Tak, gdzieś tutaj.
Traces of a ghost's memory resonate here.
The hell? This gunpowder is wet. Abbott, you lazy heathen drab.
'Twas the snow. You yap like a scared dog, Shepherd. No bite.
The captain won't always be there to protect your ass. I'll get you.
Then you'd better not miss, little doggy. 'Cause I'm faster than you.
Ale jaja.
Things got out of hand fast.
No. Trochę był pretekstem.
Gunpowder is life out here, but he'd no need to yell.
I doubt she was in the wrong.
Me neither. I should have threatened him.
Kurczę, i patrzcie. Mamy... Flora próbowała uciec, mając nadzieję na lepsze życie. A ten już też ma? Ten ma, ponieważ Theodor nie chciał pozostawić w cieniu Flory, kiedy został wysłany, by sprowadzić ją z powrotem, zamordował ją. Nie no, serio? I takie pobudki?
She just wanted a better life, like anyone.
A Spanish slaver hired me once. Haunted, predictably. He was in a terrible state. I turn up, he sees my face, my skin, throws a tantrum, decides to stay haunted.
Did you leave him to his ghosts?
Well, he turned me away. Then, he sent his whip hands after me, saying I'd summoned the ghosts. I left town. It damn near cost me my life. Flora Abbott walked away from the bullshit. She dismissed it. She had to pay.
No nie wiem, tutaj Ten rasizm tu jest srogi. Ale idziemy pogadać już. Z Tadziem.
How I ache to see you dead.
No, możemy to zrobić, pani. Możemy to zrobić.
I maim the corrupted heart. You aim at its roots.
Nie no, gdzie? No, gdzie jest ten chłop? Ten Teodor? Czy on powinien być w domku? No, nie trzeba żadnych korzeni. Dobry.
How goes it?
I've brought your notebook. Your traps too.
Good. Give 'em here.
Nie. W sumie...
No, I'm keeping them.
What the hell you say? It's a joke.
I've also brought news. Flora Abbott is dead.
No, that is a joke. Look, mate, I don't care about Flora Abbott.
You should. Her ghost is haunting you. Want to know why?
I know why. She hated me. I trocked with none of her strutting and wouldn't be twisted like that fool Pennington.
You sure you don't want to know? You're not the tiniest bit curious. Want to know how she died?
Not really. Animal attack, maybe.
You know what? She was indeed attacked by an animal. Strange, though. She knew the wild well. Was a fine shot.
She wasn't that good. She was lucky. Sounds like her luck deserted her. Life finds you out in the end.
Gościu.
Helen Priest valued her too, but you know this. She wanted Flora back. That upset you.
That's a steaming heap of horse on all counts. She weren't missed.
Oh. Strange, I found a letter from Helen Priest asking Flora back. You were the postman.
You know about that? Well, so what? Aye, I delivered the letter. Priest asked her back. Abbott didn't come back. So ends the story.
Ciekawe czemu. Ale, że aż tak kłamią, to jest już naprawdę śmieszne, nie?
She fled the fort so she'd never see you again. She could have killed you, you know. She chose not to.
She chose not to because she knew she'd lose.
She was a better shot than you. Quicker, too. She knew the terrain and knew your movements. She could have lain in wait as you went hunting, knowing you'd come by, and shot you as you passed. Any of this sound familiar, mate?
No? Why would it?
Jaki baran.
Drop the act. You killed Flora Abbott.
I'd nothing to do with it. And you won't prove otherwise.
I don't need to prove it. I know. That's enough.
And what if I had? I kill animals for a living. And there ain't nothing you can do about it, mate. I'm a living, breathing Englishman. What'll you do? Banish me?
Jakie śmieszne.
You do talk a lot of shite, Shepherd. Time you heard a home truth or three.
No dobra, tu nawet bym się nie wahał przez sekundę. Ułamek sekundy, jest nam to po drodze. Kończymy z nim.
Theodore Shepherd, you're haunted by the ghost of your victim. Let's face it, bully boy. You're a terrible human being.
What would a Scotsman know about being human?
You're making this very easy for me, Shepherd. This haunting is about to end. Banishers do protect the living from the dead, that's true. But sometimes we end it by blaming the living. Congratulations. I've never met a man who deserves blaming more than you.
Wait. No. Hold there. I'm sorry. I apologize to the stupid bitch. I'm a good man. I made a mistake. I made some mistakes.
Aye, you did. Allow me to introduce you to the consequences.
Dobre, dobre. Teraz to kazanie idealnie, ale chyba naprawdę nie było bardziej zasługującego, nie? No może tam na równi, ale ten to już totalny okaz. Do wystrzału. Tu myślę, że nawet się nie ma co wahać. No i teraz właśnie taka sytuacja, jak ktoś gra...
But where is the brimstone? Oh, shit.
No, za chwilę pomówimy. Teraz taka sytuacja, nie? Że jeśli ktoś gra pod... O, zmora Teodora. Rymuje się. Jeśli na przykład ktoś wybrał wyniesienie.
Revenant wolves, they keep coming back. We should find the source and put an end to this.
O,
Their fur had a peculiar tinge.
Aye, it's rusty. Mass death by the iron mines?
Follow that hunch. See where it leads.
dobra, spokojnie. Plaga. Ale wracając. Jeśli ktoś wybrał wyniesienie, to wyobrażacie sobie, co tu musi zrobić? Przecież to jest jakiś żart.
About it.
She ran, but what would that have changed? You can't run from your own skin and men like Teddy Shepherd, Christian men, English men, mediocre, hateful men who steal the world.
To jest totalny żart, nie? Dobra, to ja te wilki wyśledzę. Chyba gdzieś tam. No ale ja też już miałem taki absurdalny mord, więc no. Jest jak jest. To jest gdzieś do góry. Ale to jak będzie po drodze, to zrobimy. Tak, tutaj gdzieś po drodze. A jak nie będzie po drodze, to już się widzimy tutaj. No. Ja te wilki jeszcze zobaczę.
Theodore Shepherds are 10 a penny. How many Floras have to die before they change? Revenge is bitter and there's no justice. Not for us.
I've no idea how that must feel.
O, dobra. Tu mamy jakieś te wilcy, nie?
They brought more friends.
Tak. Jesteśmy na miejscu chyba. Elegancko. Tu jakiś próbuje opętać?
Reinforcements.
Niewiele.
Poisoned. Foxglove and wolfsbane. Hunters, maybe?
And if it was, they didn't know the spectres would bring their dead wolves back.
Zniszcz zatrutą, czyli to... Trują tutaj żywność. Dobra, spalmy to. W porządku. Tutaj kolejne. Inwazja widmowych wilków. Co jeszcze? Marsjanie?
The settlers should be safe.
Bagit.
You feeling better?
Not really.
Plaga wilków. Dobra, no to idziemy na przedostatnie nawiedzenie. O, jeszcze poziom. Good. No, idziemy za tym duchem. Za tą panią, która nas tutaj przywitała. O. Co tu się wyprawia? O, tu jest, nie? Tej jaskini, chyba tam gdzieś do góry. O, dobra. Tam jest pani. No i gdzie się zmyła? Dobra, dobra. Proszę pani, my chcemy porozmawiać.
Wait!
Fardi? Kim jest Fardi? twój ukochany, tak? Zginął? Nie, to ty zginęłaś.
Ready waiting. Here you are.
Good day. My name is Rebecca Hardgrave. How may I help you?
Are you the one who's attracting the wolves?
Wolves? What wolves? Who are you exactly?
I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Do you know what that means?
Banishers? That means you can speak to the living on behalf of the dead.
That's part of it, yes. Why, do you have someone in mind?
Ferdinando Miller. My Fardy. Death parted us, but my love is strong. I came back for him. I love him so, but not once has he come to see me. I must know why.
Pewnie ma już inną.
How did you meet him?
'Twas market day. I'll never forget it. It was rich, exotic, an abundance of treasures from across the known world. I saw him through the crowd. Our eyes met. I didn't know it then, but I was meeting the love of my life. I could not admit it to myself, not at first, but I had to have him. And in the end, I did.
There's no delicate way to ask this, I'm afraid. How did you die?
We left civilization in New Eden Town for the cold desert of Fort Jericho. The path was steep and rough, and we were greatly burdened. It was hell, but we walked through it together. As we walked, I fell into a daze. I remember little after that. A pain that grew, a great, uncontrollable tremor. Fatigue, a deathly fatigue. Fardy was at my side as ever. He held my hand, bade me sleep. When I opened my eyes, I was here, alone.
Chyba nie koszmar, nie?
New Eden's a big place. Where can we find him?
We were on our way to Fort Jericho. We were to open a store together. It was to be a new beginning for us both. Together. Yet he's there, alone.
If you know where he is, why not just go there?
I've tried. At first I was able to visit him in the quiet as he slept. I'd watch over him. But now, something hinders me. I cannot reach him. I must know that he is well.
Co cię powstrzymuje? Ciekawe, mgła?
We have to go now.
Find him, please.
Dobra, dobra. Gdzie on jest? Sklep Millera, tak? Dobra. To ja się tam gdzieś udam. A, to jest u nas. Dobra, spoko. No problem, tam się widzimy.
A store? Ferdinando's?
To chyba tutaj. Ten sklepik.
Closed. Are we in the right place?
Fernando!
Try next door.
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking.
Dobra. Fernando, co ty tutaj masz? Amulet. Kawałek drewna wyrzeźbiony w formie amuletu, ale jeszcze nie ukończony.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep it away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
Tak, a on może się boi po prostu jej. Tylko czemu? Dlaczego? Znajdź sposób na dostanie się do sklepu. O! Proszę. Proszę. Ale tu byśmy mogli chyba jakoś z tamtej strony Bo tu już bardziej nie przeniosę, nie? Tak, no to... To teraz by trzeba się dostać tam na tyły jakoś. Red, wiesz coś o tyłach tego sklepu? O, proszę bardzo. Sprytnie. I tu jest też ten amulet na drzwiach.
Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy.
Jakaś szycha. Testament Rebeki. O! Ostatnia wola i testament. Ja, Rebecca, w mieście New Eden, będąc zdrowa na umyśle i zdecydowana, zapisuję Ferdinando Millerowi na wypadek mojej śmierci cały majątek, w tym m.in. następujące przedmioty. Pudełeczko, obrazy, zbiór książek, wszelkie środki pieniężne. No dobra, fajnie.
Rebecca's will. She was rich. She left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
Take my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A banisher. Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
Znam Rebekę.
Aye. I know about Rebecca. It was she who sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
Ło, co? Właśnie, no to jest jakaś też wielowątkowa, nie? Za łatwe by to było. Dlaczego on nie przychodzi? Dlaczego on się jej boi?
If not for love, why did she bequeath you her fortune?
Whichever. It matters not. You're a banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it if you wish.
Ale będzie dochodzenie, chłopie.
Stuff looks good. Let's trade.
Now, my friend, we are conversing.
Pokaż mi swoje... Słucham? Towary.
The storekeeper hears much. What do you hear, Mr. Miller?
I'm a busy man. If you've a question to ask, then ask it.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He was always good to me. He treated me like a man. Like an equal. A man like that makes you want to follow him. Makes you feel safe. Makes you feel like the world is just. Not like some. Not like you.
Kurde. Ale ciekawe właśnie, czy te questy się zmieniają pod wpływem tego, co zrobimy w fabule, ale wydaje mi się, że tamten poprzedni na pewno.
What think you of Helen Priest?
Why do you care what I think? You trying to get me into trouble? I'm saying nothing at all. Talk is silver. Silence is gold.
How are things in the fort, by your estimation?
The captain is dead. I would say, in my estimation, putting one thing beside the other, that things are going badly. Still, some of us still live. And you're here. I don't know what that means for us. I suppose we shall find out.
No tutaj też są inne, no sporo przygotowali tych wariantów, nie? Spoko.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her! I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept. Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
Farewell, and good hunting.
Wygnać, tak? Przeszukaj rejestr. O, proszę. Komu to sprzedał? Sklep Ingersolów, Kowal, sklep Ingersolów i Kowal. Dobra, dwie rzeczy tu, dwie tu.
Ingersoll store and the blacksmith. Noted.
To idziemy. Idziemy poniuchać.
Everything she'd owned. And fast.
No tu jest niezła jazda.
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Tak, tak, tak. Najpierw ta kuźnia.
A note?
Co my tu mamy? Dokument. Notatka Theodora. Joseph. Otrzymałem rzeczy, które byłeś mi winien. O dziwo, wszystko się zgadza. Myślałem, że jesteś kłamcą. Wygląda na to, że nie. Niewolnik Rebeki? Ferdinando nie był zadowolony z majątku swojej zmarłej kochanki. Z rozkazu Penningtona jest teraz wolnym człowiekiem, a do tego kupcem. Zapamiętaj moje słowa. Takie gówno nas wykończy. Tak czy inaczej jesteśmy kwita, ty i ja. Przynajmniej do następnej partyjki kart w baraku z chłopakami. Wtedy jeszcze raz cię oskubię. Ej, ale niewolnik Rebeki, Ferdinando.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
Ale jaja.
She kept that quiet, as if it were of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room.
Chłopaki z baraków. Dobra, zobaczmy naprzeciwko. O, bo tu jest ten sklepik, nie? Tak, tu jest ten Ingersolów. A tu na dole w kwaterze nic. Coś bardziej w tym holu, nie? Tu. O, tak myślałem, że ten obraz będzie jeszcze.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
We know where to go. The barrack room.
No, ale ten obraz mi się rzucił w oczy, jak robiliśmy ten questik. Myślałem, że to ktoś... Chociaż to może być ta Rebeka, nie? Podobna. Tak, to chyba ona będzie. To chyba będzie ona. A, i on tutaj też spał.
A strong... The quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
Tak, to pióro było sprzedane. Do kaligrafii.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
Jak on tak wpłynął?
He claimed
Piękne pióro.
Why lie?
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
No, tylko na ten majątek, co? Kurczę, możliwe, że tylko tą kasę i cały spadek chciał. No to już jest wyrachowanie, no ale zobaczymy. Ferdynand.
Banisher?
No nie wiem, zrezygnowałem z tej profesji.
I found papers. Official papers. They tell quite the story.
That's all in the past. for the good of my future. But you may as well hear it from me. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hargrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different, and I'd do the same again. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
I'm a banisher, Mr. Miller, not a rat catcher. Ghosts were human. They're emotional, full of hopes and fears about the past and the future too. To find out what ties the ghost to the living and end the haunting, I must know the story. You want me to finish the job? Then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch and let's get it over with.
No.
No choice remains. Let it be done.
No ale to trzymało, nie? Ta broszka działała. O?
You're here at last.
Step no closer.
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher, end this.
Teraz?
Now, you need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave. I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
How very human of you, Mistress Hargrave, but hardly an excuse to own a man.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Kurde. No ta jest taka, kurczę, 50-50. Tutaj powiedzmy, odkładamy nasz motyw wskrzeszenia. To bym chyba wygnał po prostu tą Rebekę. Pomóż wstąpić. Przecież może była po prostu taka bardzo naiwna, to może wstąpienie albo wygnanie. Ale tego bym nie zabijał raczej.
Ferdinando Miller, the world forced you into a lie. You lived it to the full, and in the end it brought a haunting upon you. You are the tie that holds this ghost here.
No! Leave him be!
She's a ghost. Get rid of her. Wait. No. No. You can't take me. You don't own me. I am a free man. I have done nothing wrong.
No, but I have.
To hell with it. Your world is no place for men like me. You don't understand. You can't understand.
No nie, tutaj zdecydowanie nie. Na przykład ten wyrok jest do przemyślenia i albo... No w sumie bym wstąpił chyba tą Rebekę. No, to była taka sytuacja, no... Ten próbował być wolnym człowiekiem, troszkę okłamywał, no troszkę, no... Wyrachowany, ale... To nie jest równoznaczne, żeby go zabijać, nie?
You chose to kill. Which of us, Banisher, deserves death?
Nie, to nie jest ząb za ząb. Nie. Tutaj Redzik ma minusa. Redzik ma minusa fest. No ale... Już do placówki handlowej. Ale tak chciał. Chciał wskrzeszenia? To takie rzeczy tu się będą działy. No to proszę państwa. Przed finałem tu mamy obawiając się utraty Ferdynanda. Rebecca trzymała go w niewoli. No, rzeźnia, nie? Może bym ją wygnał w sumie. Ale to takie... Tu na śmierć totalnie to ten na pewno nie zasługiwał. Myślę, że czas na ostatnie nawiedzenie. Przed finałem. Idziemy. Co się dzieje, pani? Dobra. Tu nas jeszcze nigdy nie było.
He killed me!
Yes, yes, we saw you. We'll get right on it.
Kurde, zabił ją? A nie Mufasę? Dobra, tu jest jakaś lipa.
We have no sin. We deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins, and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness.
First epistle of John, I believe. Chapter 1.
Verses 8 and 9. You know your Bible.
Some. Red McCraith, Banisher. We can talk scripture if you like.
John Rumble. Not really in the mood to talk, sir.
John? John Marston?
What's the word round here?
Word about what?
A takie. Kogo pan zabił?
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He's the Lord's burden now.
Can you tell me anything about Helen Priest?
She's a gift to this community. I thank the Lord for her, and that's all.
O, krótko zwięźle, to lubię.
I'm interested in Sebastian Priest. Do you know him?
I did not, but I know the lieutenant's name. We all do. He died a hero. Call comfort to Helen, no doubt.
Przyjemniaczek.
Is anything the matter? Perhaps I may be of service.
I don't need anything from the likes of you.
A ghost screams bloody murder, yet he needs no help.
Forgive me if I'm being nosy, but have you recently suffered a bereavement?
I don't know what you've heard, but you, keep your oar out of my boat.
Może będziemy mieli zbieżne cele. Może.
What would I have heard exactly?
Don't mock me. I know what they say about me. I know what you all say. My dear beloved wife is gone. Abigail is gone. That's all you need to know. It was an accident, a terrible accident. I'll speak of it no more.
For someone who just lost his wife, he's awfully nonchalant.
No ale może przez przypadek. Ona mówi, że on ją zabił, ten niby przez przypadek.
An accident? How did she die?
She fell. She went to the cliff top and slipped and did not survive the fall. Now, leave me be.
Fajne, to będzie wielowątkowe.
Sitting down. We need a lever to prise him open.
Ojeju. Stodołę, dom. Dobra, tu jeszcze rozwalimy. No ciekawe. Znaczy no, zginęła on jakby... Wie, że to się stało. Dobra, znajdź cliff. Czyli tutaj najpierw... Te miejsca? Dużo tego, nie? Dużo tego. Ale interesujące.
Sense the ripple of a past conversation.
How about a chant to reveal the past?
Ujawnienie. Może ukazanie być, nie mówię. Jest szansa. O nie, dobra.
A drop may hide the rain.
W jaki sposób? Jedi.
Will you stop walking away from me each time we are to converse?
This is not conversation, Abigail. We do not converse. Not no more. You berate me, you belittle me, Abigail. I walk away.
You don't care. You don't care about me. You don't care about our life together. I gave it all up to follow you to this godforsaken place, and you don't care if we belong. We are trapped here! I could die and you not blink an
That's
eye.
right! I don't care! I don't care about none of it! Why don't you just troop off and kill yourself and give me some goddamn peace?
Not a very nice man, turns out.
Ej, ona się zabiła?
The resentment between these two ran deep.
A harsh price to pay for forgetting who you are.
Ale jaja.
Abigail's
Sorry?
clothes already packed.
Everyone grieves differently.
I know.
Ej, dobre. Listy. Moja najdroższa Abigail. Myślę o dniu, w którym spotkaliśmy się po raz pierwszy z Selby. O tym momencie, kiedy nasze oczy się spotkały i wiedziałem tam i wtedy, że znalazłem osobę, z którą zamierzam spędzić resztę życia. To, że mnie zaakceptowałaś, jest najpiękniejszą rzeczą, jaka wydarzyła się w moim życiu. I wiem, że jego reszta będzie piękniejsza. Mogę żyć wyłącznie z tobą albo wcale. Na zawsze ci oddany John. Moja najdroższa miłość, nie możesz pojąć, jak bardzo za tobą tęsknię i jak bardzo chciałabym, żebyś tu był. Dni mijają tak wolno, kiedy cię nie ma przy mnie. Za każdym razem, gdy myślę o tobie, odkrywam, że uwielbiam cię jeszcze bardziej. Mam nadzieję, że będziesz podróżować bezpiecznie i wrócisz do mnie, będąc tak wspaniały jak zawsze. Codziennie modlę się o ciebie, do naszego Pana i wiem, że mnie słyszy. Proszę, wróć szybko. Nie mogę się doczekać, żeby cię poślubić. Już nic nas nie rozdzieli. Na zawsze twoja Abigail. Ale było super. Moja najdroższa Abigail. Nie możesz sobie wyobrazić, jak bardzo się ucieszyłem, czytając twoje słowa. Praca tutaj jest trudna i bolesna, ale kiedy myślę o tobie, robi mi się ciepło na sercu. Nie mogę się doczekać, kiedy wezmę cię w swoje ramiona. Za kilka dni znów do ciebie napiszę.
They were very much in love once.
Well, that changed.
Dobra. Czyli co, jeszcze dom? Niby tutaj jest gdzieś w pobliżu dom. To jest ich dom? Zobaczmy. No niby tak, to coś jeszcze jest w domu. Może tu gdzieś blisko. Dobra, jeszcze poszukajmy. Przeszukaj dom. Albo to będzie tam dalej. Tak, to będzie tam dalej. Ten drugi, nie? Dobra, zaraz coś znajdę. Tak, to tutaj. To jest ich domek.
Place is awfully tidy.
Since when do you care?
Says the untidiest woman ever to walk this earth.
Nieładnie.
Spectral stains about the bed. Our ghost must manifest at night.
Ona jest zła, zgryźliwa. Klucz używany przez służących w posiadłości bligów.
An old key. Convenient.
Let's match it to a lock.
O, mój drogi Johnie, nie rozpaczaj. Szatan nas kusi, to prawda, ale nasz Pan nie stworzył takiego grzechu, którego nie moglibyśmy przezwyciężyć. Małżeństwo nie może być trudne, ale nie powinniśmy zapominać o oddaniu naszych serc Bogu. On jest z nami. On zawsze jest z nami. Ale chcę cię uspokoić. Te niewyobrażalne, grzeszne sny, o których mówisz, te nieczyste myśli nie są aż tak poważne. Czujesz się winny, a to jest najważniejsze. Nasz Pan uczynił nas słabymi. Taka jest nasza natura. Musisz się modlić i słuchać Go. A On ci odpowie tak jak zawsze. Jako twój przyjaciel chciałbym ci powiedzieć, że jestem pewien, że prędzej czy później ty i twoja żona znów będziecie razem. A wiem, że nie chcesz o tym nawet myśleć. Rozwiedziecie się. Jesteśmy jego barankami, a on prowadzi nas z dala od naszych pokus. I to jest ten Haskell.
His wife Abigail had turned her back on him in the bedroom, and not in a good way.
That's not the Puritan way.
Why feel guilty if her death was an accident?
He should feel guilty. He treated her like shit.
Dobra. Teraz możemy zapytać naszego Johna Marstona. Co tam robisz, panie?
What do you want?
It's one thing to argue with your wife. It's another to push her over the edge. Abigail was in distress. Yet all you could offer in loving kindness was to tell her to kill herself.
Abigail had an accident. A terrible accident. I loved my wife. I loved her.
The man doth protest too much, methinks.
Trzeba było się inaczej zachowywać.
You argued with Abigail. Threats were made. Fair to say your marriage was troubled, yes?
Not your business. That's fair to say.
Step carefully. Keep him talking.
Miło.
You met Abigail in Selby, I believe.
How could you know that? You've been prying. How dare you?
Your house is haunted. Your wife. We want to help.
My wife is gone, and you know nothing of my troubles.
No jeszcze nie wiemy wszystkiego, spokojnie.
You troubled by your dreams. Perhaps I could help.
Oh, I doubt that. Abigail might have helped, but it's too late for that now, eh? I don't sleep good. But my head is clear. People are tense, but we cope. We always do.
Do you, really?
Tell me more about Abigail.
God gave her more wits than most, but she wasn't shy about it. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes, I'd tell her. She had too much passion. She dwelt in earthly desires.
And that's a problem how?
When she stopped attending worship, I knew she was lost.
Thank you for your time, John.
Lord bless and keep you.
Miły teraz jest. Teraz jest miły, nie?
I find John's opinion of Abigail condescending. All he does is blame her. Never questions his own behavior.
He's a man who lost control and can't admit it. Of course he blames her.
He's an ass.
Dobra, tu mamy jeszcze ognicho fajne, ja sobie zapalę. I pójdziemy na ten klif. No nie, no tu... Wyzywali siebie. Ona poszła, spadła albo się po prostu zabiła. Przez to, co się działo i on się obwinia, nie? Ale nie daje sobie przyjąć do wiadomości. Kurde, gdzie jest ten klifek? Tu? Czy tam bardziej z boku?
There is some blood. We must find a way down.
Tam, nie? No właśnie, musimy tutaj jakoś niżej. No to można zestrzelić. Tu musimy jakoś niżej zejść.
This will be the cliff John mentioned.
Watch your step.
Dobra, to jest ten klif. Tu sobie dziabniemy Anteon. Let's go, tylko... Nie żygaj, Redzie. O nie, nie mówcie. Nie mówcie, że dzikie pnącza. No nie. Najgorsze chyba co jest w tej grze to dzikie pnącza. To tak, ogarniemy.
Sharpshooter.
Years of practice.
Dobra, udało się. Lata praktyki. To tutaj spadła?
This must be where Abigail fell.
Aha. Dobra, stwory. Naładowany atak. O nie, jeszcze ten? No to dawaj. Scalenie. Vegeta i Goku. Dobra, zginął. No i co tu się dzieje? Zbadaj Cliff.
An echo whispering to me.
My heart sinks when I look at him, and I can't help but wonder, do I still love him? I'm burdened and ashamed and guilty because I don't love him. And yet I do.
No w głębi tak, ale to co robi to ona przestaje i no i tak to
I
jest.
don't care that we are childless. I don't care that we are poor. It was always the two of us. That was our promise to each other.
To ta wierna, super. Kawałek ze stłuczonego lusterka.
Abigail wasn't alone. Who was with her?
I wonder what they were saying.
We must find the place she fell from.
Ale co, wyżej? No spadła gdzieś stąd, nie? Tak, chyba bym musiał wyżej. Sprawdzić górę. Tu nadal działa? Działa. No ciekawe, że najpierw nam kazali dół sprawdzić, a później... Później miejsce, z którego spadła. No to powinno być gdzieś tu... A, tu jest jeszcze jakieś przejście. Nie, dobra, gdzieś tutaj. Może ten klif?
What do we have here?
O,
Safe haven. Shelter from the turmoil.
drugie. Druga część lustra.
A man who offers only disdain is owed no loyalty. Remember what he promised when you came to New Eden. He is a failure of a man. He puts you down to raise himself up. Don't be his weakling, Abby. Act!
Smigal! Czy to ty? Kurde, co to jest za głos? Ale naprawdę dobry. Oj, to jest lusterko skażone esencją złośliwego ducha. Kunsztowne wykonane lusterko, które w niesamowity sposób złożyło się ponownie, gdy jego dwie połówki zostały połączone. Wygląda na nieużywane, ale ma grawer o treści Ethel Blich.
The other side of the conversation.
Those mirrors feel like ghost ties, but I don't think they are.
There's an inscription. Ethel Bly.
We should ask John about it.
Oż ty w mordę.
I wonder who Abigail was talking to. She sounded devious.
Or being supported by a friendly ear.
I doubt it.
Dobra, dlatego nie mogłem przejść.
Last you're here.
You speak.
I speak and I follow. I needed to be sure you'd take my side.
Od początku niby mamy twoją, mimo że możesz nie być dobra.
We're banishers. We don't take sides.
No. Of course you don't.
We found pieces of a mirror that used to belong to you.
Give them to John. By rights, the mirror is his.
You hate John, but you want him to have your things. Isn't that just a little contradictory?
And you know a thing or two about contradiction, don't you? I died at the bottom of that cliff, you know. I was alone. For hours. In agony. No one missed me. No one came. John did not come.
I thought John was the one who pushed you.
Didn't he? Even before my death, he packed my bags. He wanted me out. I did not know how badly his hatred burned. But when he saw me dead, I saw it in his face. Behind the shock, he was relieved.
To niedobrze.
Who found your body? Who told John about your fall?
I don't recall, but does it matter? One moment I was alive and lost in thought, the next I was dead and bound to John. And to him, my death felt good. The deepest comfort. Solace most profound. I felt those feelings. But those feelings were not mine. You're a capable woman. Were.
As were you.
So how did you allow a man to bind you to this realm?
You first.
I am not bound here by the failings of some bad-hearted man.
My chcemy się stąd wydostać z powrotem, ale pani... Pani jest związana z nim cały czas.
What happened to you, Abigail?
What do you think happened?
We're asking the questions here.
Are you?
So, what happened to you, Abigail?
A man happened to me. Our bitter, pitiful world happened to me. I had a life in Yorkshire. Work I loved. I never wanted to come here.
That doesn't entirely answer the question.
How was it for you? To die, I mean.
I'm not discussing this with you.
Betrayed. Again. Failed. Again. Making excuses for the one you love. Again.
What? No.
And how did it feel to be deceived by your best friend? By your first love?
Enough.
To u nas to nie. Nie, u nas była inna sytuacja.
Hide and go seek. Why manifest now?
I'm stronger now.
Stronger? How?
What's your reckoning, Banisher?
I reckon you've infected John's dreams. You plague him with horrible visions.
John's sinful thoughts are his own. He did not need me to die to have them.
Don't indulge it, Red. We aren't going anywhere. We'll keep digging.
Yes. Do that.
Bye bye, Maszkaro. Proszę nas przepuścić.
She was odd.
A dead woman with a shite-bag husband. Nothing odd about it.
You never miss a chance to drag the husbands down, do you?
Excuse me?
Let's just move on.
Yes, let's.
Kurde. Red, już lepiej się nie pogrążaj. Już i tak się pokłóciliście. Opcjonalnie o jego małżeństwie.
What do you want?
Nie ma na razie opcjonalnych, ale to...
I'll not beat about the bush, John. You're haunted. Your emotions are a shambles, and Abigail's ghost has latched onto them. You feel like shite, and that'll be why. Don't deny it. and I know you won't wish to hear it, but I've been sent to help. Trust me.
Abigail died. She died. She can't come back. It's a trick. The devil's trick. He took her. He's trying to trick me too.
Who are you trying to convince? Me or yourself? Look inside you, John. You know the truth.
God is truth. The devil had a hold on my wife.
He's a tough nut. Squeeze hard.
Uparty osioł.
You wanted Abigail gone. Despite your love, despite your loyalty and your faith, you wanted her to disappear from your life.
No. I loved her.
And so you keep saying. But that tiny part of you that felt relief when you learned of her death is also very real. Both feelings are true. Both feelings can exist together inside of you.
I had bad thoughts, terrible thoughts, but that's all they were. Just thoughts. She wouldn't talk to me. She wouldn't lie with me. I was her husband.
She deserved your compassion too. Instead, you wished her dead.
I did not want her gone. Not really. Not in my heart, I swear it.
What does God have to say about that?
These are the words of him that hath a devil. John, chapter 10, verse 21. Go to hell.
Aha. No ale jak tak nie chciałeś, to trzeba było się inaczej zachowywać,
What do
chłopie.
you want?
Does this mirror mean anything to you?
Never thought I'd see that again. That was Abigail's. Where did you find it?
At the cliff, where she died.
I see.
W dupiu.
Think the mirror might be cursed.
You mean touched by the devil?
I mean, bound to a malicious spirit of some sort.
What greater malicious spirit is there than the devil himself? She was weak-minded. She let him in. He is the wellspring of all her troubles.
He's torn between blaming the devil and blaming Abigail herself.
There's an inscription. Ethel Bly. Mean anything to you?
Bly? That's her old master's name. I don't know anything more. Abigail said she found the mirror in the woods. I'd no cause to doubt her. Swear it.
To idziemy do lasu.
I'll be back later.
Fare thee well.
Obwiniać to on może siebie, a nie tam jakieś diabły.
Let him sit with his own guilt.
Okej. Posiadłość blików, czyli pan jakiś. Pan i władca. To coś będzie z tym głosem właśnie. Tego starego pana. O, patrzcie jaki dworek. Światła się zapaliły? No. Pochoły. Jeszcze ktoś? Wydać mogę dać. Także uwaga. Super, elegancko. Wszyscy, tak? No tu ładnie, tu ładnie.
Bly Estate. This must be where the Rumbles used to work.
Another haunted house. Jolly good.
O nie,
From the other side.
dzikie pnącza są. Nie no, wykończę się z tymi pnączami. Najgorsza mechanika, no ale to już wiecie. Jak my tu wejdziemy? Tam już widzę jakieś kule. Niech mnie kule biją.
The roots won't remain visible for long after I take the heart. Be quick.
Dobra, jest Milusio.
What did Abigail mean when she talked about you being betrayed by the first person you loved?
Nothing.
Didn't feel like nothing.
I don't want to talk about it, Rory.
Surprise, bloody surprise.
No chyba nie robicie sobie jaj, że Reda będą oskarżać o to, że Antea zginęła. Czyli tak, tu mamy jedno. Spróbuję te korzenie oczyścić, bo i tak musimy, nie? Tu widzę, że będzie przejście.
I know.
A, tu co my tu mamy? Jakąś skrzynię umarlaka. Ziup. Dawaj tego, fiflaka. Jeszcze ktoś? Dobra, to teraz muszę te korzenie dziabnąć, dzisiaj widzimy. Dobra, wszystko tutaj oczyszczone. Oj, coś na górze.
Now this door needs another key.
O. Jaki kij? Tu coś mamy. Aha. Dużo osób tutaj ginie, widzę. Taki sport narodowy.
This is locked from the inside.
Kurde, jakie to... Wszystko pozamykane.
Door needs another key.
Potrzebuję kija. Macie kija? O, z tej strony sobie wejdę. Pęk kluczy należący do właścicieli posesji.
Maybe this key
Miło.
will away.
Oj, dużo tych kluczyków, nie? Jakiegoś gerwazego potrzebujemy. Skrytka. Posiadłości. To tutaj. Dobra, sprawdźmy. Sprawdźmy te, gdzie to licho było. O. Komnata tajemnic.
The imprint in the velvet is shaped like our mirror.
Should be
To
taking
stąd
glimpses
pochodzi.
of the past.
Stąd pochodzi lustereczko. Dawaj, mistrzu Jedi.
In Shaw and Drast, Toki Min Kurster.
No, wszystko rozumiemy, nie?
I don't need you no more.
What are you doing? Foolish girl.
Please, no. Please don't hurt him. No!
Whatever's in this mirror is neither ghost nor spectre.
Serio jakiś diabeł?
Abigail has left us, my dears.
A, tu jest ten głos teraz. Ej, sztosik, nie? Kurde, jak horror. Przebiegła istota, która zawładnęła sercem i umysłem Abigail, opętała teraz jej ducha. A ci kręcę.
By what name should we know you?
Always that same question, and you know better than to ask it, Anthea Duarte.
I don't need a name to send the likes of you back from whence you came. I've done it before.
How does she know your name?
It's not Abigail. It's a... well, some would call it a demon. A bloody pest is what it is.
You call us demons, but from where we watch in the great below, we are angels. You poor, transparent, knowable you are upside down.
Słucham? Jesteś po prostu smigolem, nie?
Not ghost, not spectre. What are you?
I am I, the bringer from beyond the gates.
Yes, yes, we know all about the void.
No, you do not. But you will. You will know the void inside out, and you'll know nothing else.
Miło.
What have you done with Abigail?
She's here. In a way. I am the pool, deep and dark. She is the ripple that spreads and dies away, returning to the whole, a thing no longer.
You're possessing her? How?
We are friends. Such good friends.
No, you're a lie. Vapor in the darkness.
Really? When you sit beneath a tree alone with no one to talk to, no one to play with, how easy it is to lose yourself.
You know nothing about me.
Ignore it, Antea.
Don't tell me what to do.
Poor, transparent, knowable you.
Ale ma świetny głos. Jak z horroru, naprawdę spoko.
Abigail tried to smash the mirror. She tried to break your hold on her. What happened to her?
Are you a happy man, Red Rory McGrath?
Answer the question.
Do you feel hollow? What would you do to once again feel her touch? To feel her finger trace lines upon your cheek?
What do you want here?
Do you feel guilty for leaving your family behind? Was it worth their sacrifice? Are you ashamed? Do you want to hear it from Aoife's mouth? Your sister can't be far.
No.
Abigail wanted to protect John. To the end, she wanted you gone.
Abigail made her choice, but she lacked the strength to live with it.
Kurde, co za chochoł.
You target couples. You nest inside their hearts and plant the seed of resentment there and grow it until it flowers and destroys them. We've felt you in our hearts too.
You came to me. You all come to me. When the weight of your unspoken truth is heavy, when you cannot speak your heart. Tell me, little girl, how does it feel to fail the love of your life?
Do not answer, Antea. You said it yourself. We shouldn't engage with it.
I know what I said, and I know what I'm doing.
Get on with it then.
You're the Banisher now, you get on with it.
Right.
Można to wygnać?
That's enough. Let's get this over with.
Let's.
Oh! Get back here! Hate when they do that.
Gdzie to poleciało dziadostwo? Dobra, jest jakaś smuga. O, te drzwi się otworzyły.
It's close. I feel it. Stay on your guard.
Dobra, dobra. O, ten chochoł niezły.
Is that really you? I thought you were gone. I thought I... Oh God.
Dobra, czekaj. A gdzie jest drugi korzeń? Tu.
You're really here? I'm so sorry.
Hush, my dove. Worry no more. I'm here.
We need to end this.
Kurde, jeszcze opęta tego, nie? Chłopa. Dobra, dawaj teraz. Ale nie mogę tego. Nie mogę tego rozwalić. Czy tam jest jeszcze wyżej coś? Nie. A, jeszcze wyżej jest. Dobra, spróbuję teraz. Dobra. Wreszcie mnie pompowało. Ale to było tyle korzeni, że to chyba jakaś kara. To jest jakaś kara dla mnie. Zrobili 50 korzeni. Na finał.
It's going to take John.
Trying my best over here.
Gdzie polazła? Tu chyba do niego z powrotem. Ale jaja. Ej, nie. Jest tu. Jest w tym domu, tak. I tu bawi się w ciuciu babkę z nami. Ej, no bez jaj.
That's enough, Abigail.
Step away from him.
What will you do? Banish me? Banish poor, sweet, innocent Abigail? Send us both into the darkness?
You know well enough, Antea, my child. There is no ascent for Abigail now. There's no escape from the likes of me. Unless I grant it. I offer you a trade. A bargain. Abigail's ghost for John. Give John his due, and Abigail is free.
Kurde, no. Aj, nie może wstąpić. Patrzcie, jest tylko wygnanie, Abigail i wyrok. Kurde, ja bym teraz wygnał, nie? Ale... Ostatni przypadek. John jesteś ofiarą, niestety.
John Rumble, a man of healthy appetite who says he loved his wife. When Abigail rejected you, he resented it. You took your anger out on her.
I just wanted my Abigail back. Dedicated and devoted as she used to be. The Lord be my witness. I failed to love her as she was. But I am no murderer.
In her misery, she was easy prey for the malignant spirit who now toys with you both. For those failings, you shall take the blame. Playtime is over.
Yes! Abigail is free. No, send my masters one more soul for the feast. Do it!
Not this one, demon. This one is ours.
What's this? You'd steal my prize. We had a deal. All the more reason to hate you, Antea Duarte. All the more reason to wait for you.
Prepare yourself, John.
You too will be judged, Red McCraith. You too will be weighed and measured.
Aye, I know.
Kurde. Ale ten diabeł straszny. Fajnie jakby to w sumie na fabułę jakoś wpłynęło, nie? Bo tu zdecydowanie trzeba było wygnać to dziadostwo. Kurde, ale jaja. No i to jest ostatnia możliwość przed finałem. Zobaczymy, czy się uda.
My husband too. At last.
O, demon zniknął. No niby 1 za 1, nie? No niby żeśmy wygnali tego chochoła.
They kept their word.
I hope it's not another trick.
O, wiecie co? Rozwiązaliśmy wszystkie przypadki.
That mirror will still be cursed. Unless we destroy it.
Where should we start?
Maybe a witch could help.
No, proszę państwa, zrobiliśmy wszystkie przypadki. Tu zostały jeszcze takie małe rzeczy, ale myślę, że to już sobie zostawimy, bo gra jest absurdalnie długa. Moim zdaniem zdecydowanie za długa. I teraz lecimy już prosto na fabułkę. Chata w lesie. Miłość zawsze znajdzie sposób i zobaczymy, czy da się naprawdę wskrzesić Anteę i ile tutaj mieliśmy tych przypadków nawiedzenia. Policzmy w sumie, bo jednego sobie zostawiłem. Ten też był taki przykładowy i tutaj wstąpił. Pierwsze tych traperów, nie? Tak, tego oszczędziłem. Czyli tu mamy 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, tu mamy też 7, czyli mamy 14. A i tutaj też 7. To 20. 21, a tu było więcej. 21 do 1. No jeśli trzeba było mieć 100%, no to ewentualnie ten Benedict i ten Jacob, ale wątpię, bo to był taki przykładowy. Więc idziemy już na finał i spróbuję to w jednym materiale dla was przedstawić. Zobaczymy, jak to się zakończy. Kolejny odcinek znajdziesz na środku ekranu. Kliknij w niego i oglądaj już teraz.